Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 and hello fellows, Herogon here. Now today is Thursday, February 2nd of 2023. Is now close to 7:29 p.m. and about to be 7:30 p.m. And so far, things have been going pretty okay for my college life. American history has been my toughest subject, I'd like to say, with my easiest being intermediate algebra. Those are so far still the two classes I'm taking, and I'm pretty happy to have this opportunity to be this college student, I guess. And soon enough, in at least a month or so, I will be turning 20 years old. So that's definitely gonna be something big. With that out of the way, let's get into the bits. Credit again goes to Shawnthebro for all of his tutorials. Whether you're someone that's wanting to learn how to make video games, or just simply want an easy framework that can make games like that range from stuff like Mortal Kombat, Kingdom Hearts, Doom, or even Smash Bros., I think you'll find yourself pretty satisfied if you end up putting in the time and effort to go through all of Sean's tutorial series. There's at least 4 that are still active as of now, with that being the fighting game on Sundays, and on a monthly basis, you'll have yourself a new action RPG video, first-person shooter, or Smash Bros. Usually those that take place on Fridays, in a sort of rotational way, I would say. And of course, praise should be given to Sean for making it this far, and even, how you put this, creating something that's really, really helped me out long run, because I've really found a lot of interest in Unreal Engine, especially after having used Sean's videos for so long. But I guess that praise should be a little short, since you know me and my videos should be a bit short. Now today I will be covering part 157 of how to make your own fighting game in a concise way, even if it does end up being 12 minutes. In this particular episode, me and Sean have gone through creating a credits widget. Or rather, he's the one that made the video on creating that, and I went through it myself. Just trying to be a little correct on things. Now, there's no C++ code this time around for the credits. It's pretty easy enough. So going in, we have this archive screen. We've got all our little buttons here. The big one I'm going to focus on is the credits. Here we have ourselves your usual old menu logic, where we cast a base game instance, set the game instance ref, and listen for input actions. And of course, the big one to focus on is the menu confirm. Here I've added this part here, create credits widget. When the confirmed P1 selection archives is set to 0, then we create our credits widget once we confirm that. of course, this goes into the part of the current P1 selection archives. With move selection, we use all this, and we saw our current P1 selection archives if current P1 selection archives plus a direction is greater than -1 and is less than the max selections. If that's true, then we go into that, and we have a move selection border and clear path selections. I won't go too into detail on those, but these just cover the menu selection, the move selection border to show up. Now going into the meat, being the credits. In this one, it's not too much logic. The big one would be in event tick. We've got ourselves a few branches here and there. If the our condition is that if the in delta time, if our cred scroll boxes scroll offset plus our in delta time times scroll speed is less than or equal, is actually greater than or equal to 0, then we go into the next branch. If not, then we set our scroll offset to 0, the target being the credit scroll box again. In our next branch, the condition now is getting our scroll offset of the credit scroll box plus the in delta time multiplied by scroll speed is less than or equal to the scroll offset of n for credit scroll box. Then if that's true, we set our new scroll offset to be scroll offset plus in delta time multiplied by scroll speed. And if not, then our scroll offset is set to the get scroll offset of end. Then we remove from parent and create our archives widget screen. Our screen widget, I mean. Now for the input actions, we all know that we don't like sitting through the long credits. We just want to go at our own pace sometimes. Or better yet, skip it entirely. For my own case, I really getting annoyed at Sonic the Hedgehog games like Sonic Forces and Sonic Frontiers having these long as heck credits. I mean, I understand you want to give people the credit where credit is due, but really putting us through all of, I don't know, 10 minutes or so of credits? Oh boy. So that is why we have these input actions. If we press down, we can speed up our credits via the scroll speed float, which controls how fast our credits will go. And if we press up, we can slow down the credits to a pace of 25.0f. And when we release these, we set our scroll speed back to the default value of 100.0. And for those that just want to entirely skip the whole thing, then we use menu confirm P1. And our exit credits, remove from parent, create archive screen widget, and add to viewport, this custom event here. With that, let's get into the game itself. It's not going to be too much of a look into things, but here you can see that our usual credits are scrolling by like usual, but when I press up, then we've slowed it down very slowly. Then I release it back there. And when we press down, then we speed it up so fast. Now the text in particular is just programmers so far, including me and Sean Patrick Kyler II, aka Shawnthebro, the very person that I've used tutorials from. And if I press for confirm. Then we go back to our credits. Pretty easy enough stuff for the credits, but I may end up needing to expand upon this in the future. Same goes for Shawn as well, because this is just some simple text. We probably want a lot more than just 2 programmers on a project. I mean, a one-man show is just not good for certain people. Now, with that is pretty much it for the updates to the fighting game framework from Shawnthebro himself that I've been going through myself. So we shall get into the Path of Yao updates. So far we have ourselves a Path of Yao Windows port, all thanks to Shawnthebro here. And of course, this is so far still private, still restricted here, because I am currently wanting this game to release by March 1st. Currently, I'm in the process of getting ready for playtests. I'm currently waiting on, surprise, surprise, a Linux port. Thankfully, Shawnthebro will probably be helpful in that too, even if he can't exactly get a shot of playing himself with Linux. But hey, if anyone wants to know something about me, I get very, very annoyed when most games are just Windows only and there's no shot to play on Mac. You won't believe this, but the only Epic Games Store game that I'm even interested in playing that's compatible with Mac is Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove. Probably a real surprise curveball out there, isn't it? Most other games around are mostly Windows. Bit of a bummer for a guy like me that's using Macintosh computers right here, but it is what it is, I guess. And that is pretty much it for the itch.io part of Path of Yao updates. With everything and all of that being said, I've been Herogon, you've been you. Until we meet again, I hope everyone has a hero-tastic day. Goodbye, everyone.